Hi friends, my name's Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. Hello there. So as you can see from the title, I am starting a 24-hour readathon, and today is my 24th birthday. I'm currently in New Jersey. This whole weekend I went to New York, so we stayed in a little hotel. Well, not little, it's really fancy, but we stayed in a hotel in New Jersey, and we would take the ferry to go into the city. And I didn't really vlog. I wanted to because we did a lot of things, but I was so like in the moment, I guess, that I didn't really vlog. So I don't know really where I'm gonna put all those little clips that I took, maybe a reel or maybe in my birthday book haul. But yeah, I didn't really vlog, so there's not gonna be like a full New York vlog trip thing. But anyway, I'm currently in the hotel. It is currently 10 a.m. and we just wanted to head out early because we're driving. So obviously 24 hours reading in a car, so I think the drive is only about 7 hours ish, but I know that my boyfriend and I are going to like switch, so like 3 hours and a half he drives, 3 hours and a half I drive. We are doing some stops, like we're getting me a bagel first thing in the morning for my birthday. But yeah, the whole concept, I guess it's not really 24 hours, but the whole concept is just to read as much as I can during this road trip in the car. So obviously it's not 24 hours, and I haven't read anything today and it's already 10 a.m. So let's talk about my TBR. So today is actually the first day of BOOKAthon, which is hosted by Gwen, Gabby from Gabbing About Books, and Keisha from A Book Like You. The Bookathon is basically just spooky middle grade, so that starts today, so I want to get a head start on that. And I'll talk about the books for that in a minute. But when I was on my way here on the road trip, I started 2 books. So I started Spy Family Volume 1, and I think I only read like a chapter, but I think this might be really hard because I got a little bit car sick reading this in the car, so I might be sticking more to audiobooks during this road trip. And then I listened to Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and I honestly couldn't tell you how far in I am, maybe like 100 pages or so into this. And then here in New York, I bought Saga Volume 10. I figured like little graphic novels would be good for this little 24-hour readathon, but in a car it might be hard to read them because I get motion sickness like very easily. Okay, and then for Bookathon I had 2 books, so I only have 3 books on my TBR for Bookathon, but the first one that I have is Eternally Yours. It's like a short story collection, and that one is for the prompt to read a book with the word ghost or ghoul, and there's a short story in there by Kendare Blake called Undead Ghoul Meet-Cute. So if that's like the first thing that I pick up, I'll probably finish it in like the first 20 minutes because I'm only reading that short story, and then as time goes on, like I'll keep reading other short stories in that book. But for the readathon specifically, I'm only reading that one. And then I also have the audiobook for The Keeper by Guadalupe Garcia Mcall, and that one is to read a book with a spooky building on the cover. And then I have one more book for that readathon, but it's like 7 days long, so I'm not gonna read all of the books for Bookathon in one day. And I'm honestly not gonna read all of these like right now, but those are the books that I'm planning on reading during this little road trip, and we'll see how much I read. And yeah. Be a cameraman. Goodbye, New York City.
New York. Oh my goodness.
I'm really old. Birthday pumpkin pie. Jersey bagels to start the morning. Are you recording?
Yep. Oh my. Birthday bagel.
On the road again. How long?
6 hours.
Okay, we're starting our road trip. It is 6 hours and 46 minutes long, so about 7 almost hours, probably with stops and everything. When is our ETA? Oh, rerouting. Great. What's the ETA? 6 p.m. supposedly arrival, but it'll probably be like 7 or 8 because stops and things. And I'm gonna start off with Eternally Yours, which I mentioned this is the short story, and I'm gonna read Kendare Blake's short story, which is called Undead Ghoul Meet-Cute, and it's literally one short story, so it's like 40 minutes long in audiobook, so I'm gonna finish this in like 20 minutes probably, and that'll be the first read for the 24-hour readathon. Hi friends, so today is October 11th, so it's the day after my birthday. As you can see, my little 24-hour readathon thing kind of failed, only because I just forgot to update. I wanted to do like updates every hour as we were driving, but I honestly just completely forgot, and I felt a little uncomfortable like doing the updates in front of my boyfriend, and then I started driving and it was a whole thing, and we were really tired, so last night we just ended up grabbing burgers and going home. And that was my birthday yesterday, so it wasn't a failure. I did finish 2 books, not really, but I did read that short story, what was it called? The Undead Ghoul Meet-Cute, and I read that one, and that is one of the short stories in that short story collection for Eternally Yours. So I read the short story and it was really cute. I feel like the short story itself, I would just give like a 3 out of 5 stars. It was basically about this girl who just turned into a ghoul, and she's been searching for the person that turned her into a ghoul, and basically she meets this guy who was the one that turned her into a ghoul, and pretty much just gets to know him and kind of is falling in love with him, and it was cute. It was like creepy also because it was just like a head, like the guy was just a head, but yeah. And it all takes place in like one night, and obviously it was only like 40 pages long, so it was really short, so like 3 out of 5 stars. So I read that one, and then I started The Keeper by Gabriel, I forget if it's Gabriel or Gabriela, Garcia Mcall, and that one supposedly was like inspired by true events. I haven't really read up in like the actual story in real life, but basically it's about this family and they're moving into a new little town, and everyone seems really nice, but one day, so it's 2 children, so one boy, he's older, and then a little girl, and the little boy starts receiving like these really creepy kind of threatening letters, but his parents won't believe him because him and his sister like to play pranks on each other all the time, so they think it's just a prank. But yeah, as well, I feel like that one was also like a 3 out of 5. It was only like 200 pages ish long, so it was really short, but I really liked it. I did relate a lot to the main character because he was moving to a new town, and he was kind of hating it because he never wanted to move into this new town, and that's kind of how I felt when I was like 13, 14 when I moved here to the United States, so I could relate to him a lot. So basically I have already finished 2 of the prompts for Bookathon. Also, I think I'm just going to be making this little like reading in the car for 24 hours. I'm gonna make this also my Bookathon vlog. I don't know how many days specifically because I've already finished 2 of the prompts for Bookathon, so I only have 1 more, which is to read a book that is set during Halloween, and for that one I was going to read The Haunting of Avaline Jones, but I don't own this, and I do know that I got some packages in the mail because my birthday was yesterday, so a lot of you got me some books, so thank you so much. I'm going to be filming a whole book haul and everything, so I don't know if anyone sent me that book, but honestly, because I was just in New York, I did spend a lot of money in New York and I bought some books, and I don't want to buy a book just for that prompt, so I don't know what I'll be reading for that prompt. I think maybe I'll just continue reading more short stories in that short story collection that I started off with, Eternally Yours. If I don't have one, then I'm just gonna continue reading Eternally Yours, and I'm sure there will be one short story that is set around Halloween because the whole purpose of the anthology is like short stories that are paranormal-ish, and it was published around this time, so I'm assuming or hoping that there's one set around Halloween. But yeah, I'm currently in my lunch break, so I'm gonna go back to work, and I'll talk to you later. Good morning and happy Bookathon day 3. So I am still reading Eternally Yours, the little short story collection. I mentioned that I was going to continue reading this because I figured that there would be some type of short story in here that is set around Halloween or on Halloween, because that's the only prompt that I've yet to complete for Bookathon. But I think I'm halfway through this, and there hasn't been any stories that are centered around Halloween or set around that time. So yeah, I hope that there's one short story towards the end of this. I am really enjoying this. I'm thinking when I finish this, I'm gonna go through like the 15 stories and kind of give my rating for each one and kind of give a brief synopsis of each story. But I'm really enjoying this, and I didn't think that I would. I've never really read an anthology or like a short story collection before. And this is my first one, and I'm really enjoying it. A lot of these authors are like new to me, and this is the first time that I'm ever reading from them, so it's definitely really exciting to get like a little taste of their writing, and I've enjoyed a lot so far. I think my favorite so far, I think it was Mary Rudkowski who wrote it, and I really enjoyed that one. So, and I've never read anything by her, so now I feel like I really need to read one of her books. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I really do hope that there's some type of story in here that's centered around Halloween, so this book counts for that prompt. But if not, I really don't know what I'm gonna do, because I honestly don't own any books that are centered around Halloween that are middle grade. So yeah. Hi friends, happy day 4 of Bookathon. This has been a little bit of a weird vlog. I can't believe that when I started this vlog I was in freaking New York. Wild. This week has felt so long and I've just been so busy per usual, but I wanted to come on here and say that I finished Eternally Yours this morning. Unfortunately, there were no stories set during Halloween or around Halloween in this anthology, but I did really love it. Obviously this has to do with like paranormal stories, and I do want to talk about some of my favorite stories in this, but I did give this a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I think that out of like the 15 stories, there were maybe like 2 stories that I didn't really connect with that I feel like the anthology could have done without. But overall, I loved like all of the stories. I'd never read a short story collection before, and I really enjoyed like the really quick little story and like learning everything in under like 40-50 pages. It was just really nice, and I never read a short story collection before. My favorite ones were Bright Heart by Mary Rudkowski. Loved it, loved the writing. I've never read anything by Mary Rudkowski before, so I really want to pick up something by her soon. I don't think I own any of her books. I've always wanted to read, I think she wrote The Winner's Curse. Always wanted to read that book. Have never gone around to it, so I think now will be the time. And another one that I loved was Bloody Lovely by Casey McQuiston, and basically this one was about this girl who like during a sleepover with all of her like friends, she summons Bloody Mary, and then like Bloody Mary just kind of chills in her bathroom, and she starts to hang out with her, and she falls in love with Bloody Mary. Like, how cute and creepy is that? I just loved it. But yeah, all of the stories are like that. They're like creepy but also really cute, and I really enjoyed this anthology. I didn't really think that I would like it as much as I did, so 4 out of 5, really solid. But yeah, like I said, there weren't any stories in there that were set during Halloween or anything like that, and I originally had planned to read The Haunting of Avaline Jones, but I never got around to buying it, and I heard that it's really like hard, like shipping and stuff. It'll take a while for it to get here, and I personally just don't own any other like middle grade. I just don't, and I don't want to buy more books because currently I'm filming my little, well, not so little, but I'm filming my birthday book haul, and I got a lot of books for my birthday, so I don't want to buy any more books anytime soon. So I know we're only 4 days in, but I just don't own any middle grade that I could even read. I could read other spooky books, but I feel like that's just not the purpose of the readathon, which was spooky middle grade. So I think I will be ending my bookathon experience on day 4. I read 2 books and really enjoyed both both of them. Yeah, I think I'll be finishing my little vlog here. There are way too many books on my TBR that I need to get to, and I don't need to be adding any more books to my TBR. So yeah, this readathon was so much fun. I hope next year I can participate when I'm not traveling or anything, and I can curate a really good TBR and just fully participate, but I've just felt so busy because of my birthday and everything. But yeah. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.